All right, friends, it's G-Man, and I'm back with a brand new video. It's Greg Doucette. You know who? The minion lifting slave, the recruiting lifting slave, who's recruited, or should I say, who has slaved 2.7 million slaves, lifting slaves on his channel, or gym slaves on his channel. Yes, he's the gym enslaver. I don't want to be slave to accustomed exercises. Get it, bro? Yeah, man. I want to get something out of my exercise. But whatever. You want to slave yourself, be adapted. You want to slave yourself to these accustomed exercise, go ahead. I'm not slaving myself to those. But anyway, let's review this video. Greg Doucette says, the lifting slave, the recruiting slave, he says, Jeff Nippard is a small nerd. All right. Can't understand that small nerd. I don't understand him either.
Dissing Jeff Nippard?
Actually, I call them steroid nerds. Jeff Nippard is an influencer. He's on steroids. He admitted to buying steroids, taking steroids. And so is Sam Sulik. They're all on steroids.
When you know he comes to the same gym as the most alpha ever. Well, the most alpha would be saying Jeff Nippard in the video. Notice he didn't mention...
Why? Why would the most alpha say Jeff Nippard? He doesn't want to refer to him. Why should he?
His name. Why is that? Everyone knows who he's talking about, and so he doesn't have the ball.
I don't know who he's talking about. How do you know he's just talking about him? He's talking about everybody, maybe, that's referring to the bullshit science. You know, those tests. They got this much muscle, and they got that much muscle, and they got that much by eating glycogen, and more glycogen, they got that much muscle. This group came and got that much fucking bullshit muscle, fake muscle, whatever.
To say Jeff Nippard. Coach Greg, in today's video, we got you some drama. This time, it doesn't involve me. For the first time, it's someone else. And it is involving Jeff Nippard and Mike Van Wyck. And in case you haven't heard of Big Mike Van Wyck, he's an IFBB pro bodybuilder from Ontario. And I do believe he trains at the same gym as Jeff Nippard himself. And so he has 280,000 followers. He's a well-known trainer and coach. But he doesn't like Jeff Nippard. The title of the video is Sam versus Nerds. And so what he's referring to is Sam Sulik and Jeff Nippard. Now, one thing I don't understand is why people don't just call the people out. He speaks about this in enough detail that only a moron would not realize that he's speaking about Jeff Nippard. I mean, he's saying there's this guy.
What are you talking about? How do you know he's talking about Jeff Nippard? He never mentions his name.
Nerd. He's small. He doesn't have as much muscle. And he did a video where he watched every one of Sam Sulik's training videos and analyzed it, and then at the end of it decided, hey, anything works.
Congratulations, you're in.
That's true. Anything works.
Today, something in my usual feed popped up onto my feed for some unknown reason, because I really can't stand the person that popped up on it, but YouTube likes to torture me.
And so you're probably thinking, oh, he's talking about Coach Greg. Some guy in
That for sure, too.
Came up on my feed and it was annoying me. Had to be Coach Greg. Nope, it's Jeff Nippard. And look at the smirk, the smile.
The particular video was a very nerdy individual going in depth about Sam's...
Everything works with steroids because it just pumps glycogen, these artificial muscles. It pumps glycogen in your muscles, creating artificial muscle growth. That's all. Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy.
Sulik's workout regimen, sets and rep schemes.
And so he calls him a very nerdy individual. And to me, that is an insult. Although Jeff should take it as a compliment. I mean, after all, he's saying he's nerdy. Oftentimes when you're a nerd, it means you're smart, you're intelligent, you're studying. Perhaps you're doing well in school. And so if I...
Don't believe me that steroids don't pump you up with glycogen? Okay, go take them. Go take some fucking Sustanon 250 if you can even find some real stuff out there. Take some, inject it, or if you don't like injection, take tablets, D-ball, whatever. All right? The tablets, you'll see, they'll go even faster than the last time. When you stop taking the tablets, that fake glycogen storage that you stored in your muscles to create those phony muscles, that phony look, pretend bodybuilder look, it's all gonna pee out faster than the last time.
Or Jeff, I would take this as a compliment.
So if you want to know what steroids do, go ahead, take them. Here's two things you'll notice. It'll pump you up like a balloon, really fast, a shitload of weight. It's all glycogen. Muscle doesn't grow like muscle fibers. They don't grow like that from cells. They don't grow like that. But the cell itself and the reticulum, the fucking sarcoplasm around it, it'll fill up with shitloads of glycogen. Okay. You're gonna get massive, and then you're gonna notice your lifting strength is gonna go up like a lady who got an influx of fucking adrenaline rush to lift the car off her kid. That's all you're getting there. It's all artificial, and even I'm telling you, it's all artificial strength, artificial muscles, and even natural people are getting artificial strength and artificial muscle. Now you are creating it naturally without a drug, but it's still artificial because it isn't based on your strength. Get it? Your natural strength. Can you go in the gym? Can you just walk in there at the age of 15 and bench press 500 and squat 500? And deadlift 500 and all that? No, you never could do that. You had to practice at it. So it's practice strength for the nervous system. So it's fake, dude. It's fake. And your muscles, if you're not building myofibrillar growth and it's sarcoplasmic, it's fake, dude. It's fake. Get it?
Hey, what's wrong with being a nerd? It's 2024. I can identify as any...
I know it's going to hurt some people to tell the truth, but it is. It's fake. If you can't... Let me explain something to you. If you can't bench press 500, but you took 5 years or 6, 7, or 10 years or 2 decades to bench press 500, it's practice strength. It's practiced. You can't bench it off the bat. Now, if you build more myofibrillar growth, which is a training, a specific muscle damage training, it has nothing to do with practicing or lifting a heavy weight, and it has nothing to do with glycogen training. All you people, endurance athletes coming into the gym, frequency lifting, high volume, all this weird fatigue, all that, fatiguing the muscles and all that. I don't do any of that. Get it, man? And so if first you build the myofibrillar growth as many and as much as you can, and then you test your natural strength to see how much you can bench and lift. And I guarantee you, even if you were to go away for a year from the gym, you'll still be able to bench, lift, and squat the same weight that you could after building all those myofibrillars. Get it? Because it's based on natural strength. It isn't based on fucking practice strength, dude. Get it?
Anything I want. If I want to be a nerd, cool, I just say it and I automatically am. Right?
But the most outlandish thing about the video is that this person stated that they had watched all of this person's training videos.
And so let's examine that statement alone. He watched
training videos? What's a training? What are you training for? What are you training there?
every single one of his training videos.
So I decided to analyze every single workout he's done this year.
Does anyone believe that Jeff Nippard sat there and watched every single video that Sam Sulek could ever put out? I don't believe he watched even a couple. I personally just don't believe it. So we have no proof whether or not Jeff Nippard watched every single Sam Sulek video, 30, 40, 50-minute videos, 7 days a week for months on end. I have no proof that he watched it or not, but he's saying, hey, that's a little sus to begin with.
A sidebar, Sam looks 1,000% better than this person does. And this person is not so much critiquing their physique, kind of just saying like...
Sam Sulek is on steroids. He looks steroidal, bro. What is this old man talking about, this geezer? Man, this geezer's nuts, bro. He's like, Sam Sulek's whatever, his physique is a lot better. Sam Sulek, his physique is fake, dude, and so is yours. It's sarcoplasmic, man. You're fucking stupid. What the fuck? And look at you. You're a lifting slave in a gym. You have to slave yourself lifting there to be good at lifting that fucking weight, you geezer. And you've accelerated aging. You fucking aged yourself. And loading carbs in your fucking body, man, loading it up to pretend you have muscles is nasty. It fucking destroys your health. It's toxic to you. That's why you're all messed up.
Well, whatever he's doing is working for him. It's like...
Look at his head. What is that, a tattoo on his head? What the fuck? What's with this beard? All these tattoos, they're all over the goddamn place, man. What's the matter with you, man? Are you mentally ill, sir?
Yeah, which is the exact opposite of what you do, dude.
When he says this guy looks way better than...
Oh, man, he's comparing. Ooh, it looks way better, this and that, man. Listen, me personally, I'm not into bodybuilding anymore or lifting. I just do it for fun, recreational purposes only and making a channel. I don't really care. I met my goal in the past. I reached my goal. That's enough. That's enough, bro. Get it? That's enough. I reached my goal and it was over. I wanted to know what will get me there and how can I get there and what is the fastest way and the best of everything to get there. That's it, and I'm done with that shit, man. And as you're getting older, you're losing like what, 5%, fucking 5% with every decade of muscle. You're losing 5% of your muscle with every decade. So fuck it.
Jeff Nippard? The answer is yeah, but we're not comparing apples to apples. Sam Sulek has better...
No, they're both on steroids. I don't know what this guy's trying to compare. Jeff Nippard admitted he's on steroids. Go to his channel, man. He talked about it. And so is, well, it's kind of obvious Sam Sulek is on it too.
Genetics than Jeff Nippard and is not natural. And so just because Sam Sulek looks bigger, more jacked, is more muscle, perhaps is stronger than Jeff Nippard, doesn't mean he's training better. Do people not...
Jeff Nippard is a manlet. What are you talking about?
Understand this? Jeff Nippard's about 5'4" tall. Sam Sulek close to 6 feet tall. Of course he's bigger. Sam, not natty. At least we assume he's not. Jeff Nippard, 100% natural. And so just because a guy looks bigger than someone else doesn't mean they know any better. It'd be like saying Coach Greg doesn't know as much as another IFBB pro bodybuilder because I'm 5'6" and on HRT and only weigh 185 pounds, and they're perhaps 6 feet tall and weigh 250 pounds. Just because I'm smaller, perhaps can't
I'm not comparing the two. I don't care. They're both fake, but whatever.
lift as much as them doesn't mean I know.
And I just told you, natural people could be fake too. If you're building sarcoplasmic hypertrophy muscles as opposed to myofibular hypertrophy muscles, then you're fake, bro. Get it? You're fake. And if your strength is practice strength, if it isn't based on your natural strength, then it too is fake, because if you go away from the gym for a while, it's going to go away. But if you go away for quite a while and you build myofibular growth, it doesn't just go away so easy. Get it? And that strength will always be there because the motor units and the energy receptors have somewhere to reside. You understand me? But the ones that you built, they're artificial. They're how should I put this? They're temporary. They're temporary. You built them because of a forced production. Your body has to adapt by giving you more androgen receptors and widening them on the original muscle fibers. But if you gain more muscle fibers, then you will accumulate more of them around there. They will stay there because now they're part of something tangible.
Less about training. And so to me, that argument, it doesn't make sense to just say, yeah, well, he looks bigger than you and so his training is better. It's silly. It doesn't make sense.
Critiquing or you're breaking down for some unknown reason, but you're basically disproving your stance on working out by showing that this guy does this, which is considered not science or whatever.
This part, he makes a great point. Mike Van Wyk is saying, you're literally disproving yourself. You're saying science this, science that, science, 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 and then according to the science, he's not training correctly. But look at him. And so if he's not training according to the science, and you're a Mr. Science, then why should we listen to science? If everything works, just go to the gym and train hard, then why don't people just do that? And you know who's been preaching that for years? What have I been stating for years? Does anyone know the slogan? Better yet, does anyone not know the slogan? Train harder than last time. Oh, but Coach Greg makes no sense. Train harder than last time. Oh, can't possibly do that. The research says it doesn't work. You need to keep 3 reps in reserve. You need to deload. You need to do this. You need to do that. You can't possibly just train harder than last time. Training harder than last time means progressive overload. If you progressive overload, aka train harder than last time, you're going to make gains, period. You don't need to train with all the science mumbo jumbo. But what you need to do is train hard. And guess what? All that science, the research, the researchers, the data that's being provided, it's on experienced lifters. And you know what an experienced lifter is? Perhaps a university student who plays soccer. They go to the gym 3 days a week. They don't know what they're doing. Experienced lifters are not IFBB pros. They're not Coach Greg. They're not Sam Sulek. And they certainly aren't Mike Van Wyk. And so when you want to know what you really need to do to gain muscle, to be at your best, to peak, it's not always what the research says. They don't have the research, at least none that I'm aware, on advanced elite level IFBB pros. Guys who've been in the gym for 10 plus years, or perhaps guys who are taking and abusing performance enhancing drugs. So just because the research says perform reps at 3-hour hour and pause this and deload that and blah, 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 doesn't mean that's what we all should be doing. Case in point, Jeff Nippard himself says, hey, Sam Sulek is training really hard, he's doing this, he's taking 96 to 98% of his sets to failure, and it's working for him. And so what does that tell you? It tells you that anything will work. Some of the reps to failure, none to failure, train too hard, don't train as hard, train like Jeff Nippard, train like Sam Sulek, train like Coach Ray. It all can work.
Hulk is the clean-eating mass.
Sam Sulek, train like Coach Ray. It all can work.
Yeah, it'll all work on steroids. You're going to get pumped. It's called sarcoplasmic. The geezer is not going to tell you that. He's on steroids himself. He wants to tell you it's all going to work because the mass of the myofibrillar is based on what? Glycogen loading. Get it? It'll load a lot in there, man. Yeah, it's going to load shitloads in there because that's what it is. That's what you're really building. I think people don't understand that. Muscles have an MND size limit. They've reached the ceiling limit during hypertrophic process in an adapted state. You're adapted now. Get it? Reach the ceiling limit. Beyond where the progenitor cell can donate any more extra nuclei to that domain to support that further muscle growth. Get it? So what do you need to do? You need to move for a new adaptation if you want to get myofibrillar growth. But when it comes to, but most people, they don't do that. They're adapted to all their exercises. They've run out of adaptations. Get it? And so, yeah, they don't even know how to bring back this adaptation process. But whatever, there's another way to bring it back. I'm not going to explain it right now. But anyway, so yeah, so it takes on a life of its own. It's called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. When you start eating a lot more carbs, when carbs exceed that breakdown, when glycogen exceeds breakdown, then you're going to get more of these bigger phony muscles, bigger than the last time. Yeah.
Show up to the gym and work.
Plus, carbohydrates is an artificial diet. So you're building artificial muscles, eating artificial diet. And it helps with force production because it's phony, it's fake. Get it, dude?
Hard, and you are going to make some gains.
You're basically showing in a comparison, like he's standing here with his shirt off, posing, looking like a pretty big monster for a 21-year-old kid. You're a fucking grown adult who is tiny and has no physique to speak of and hangs his hat on how strong he is for his size.
Okay, I'm not a fan of Jeff.
Exactly. Bigger's always stronger. The geezer's right there. I gotta give the geezer the. I gotta give the geezer credit where it's due. Yeah, Greg Doucette. Yeah, he's small. He's small and gives credit where he's strong. He's not strong because he's small. Bigger people are stronger than smaller people. I don't give a shit. I think this world is fucking mentally ill. The people on this planet are mentally ill or sick in the head or something.
Jeff Nippard, he doesn't like me whatsoever. But when you say this guy has no physique, he's shirt off, he doesn't look good, are you kidding me? Jeff Nippard has an amazing physique. He has elite level genetics. He was a champion powerlifter and bodybuilder. Just because he's not on steroids and he doesn't train harder than last time, at least not that I'm aware of, doesn't mean he doesn't have an impressive physique. And yeah, he's short, but just because you're short doesn't mean you don't have an amazing physique.
What point were you trying to make there? That everyone, like everything can work at all times, but yet you preach science. This is the least scientific guy we know, apparently.
And so this is what Mike Van Wyck gets right.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, he's saying this, Jeff, you argued against yourself. If you want everyone to believe that science...
Drugs, you don't need science to create what you want using drugs. But they can be used as a catalyst to create something real. You can induce something artificial to create something real. That's why they created steroids. When people have surgery, when they're cut open or something, surgeries or something like that, they give them steroids, right? Because it artificially induces something, the healing process. It'll induce the healing process, but there's nothing for you to heal because none of you are getting any more adaptations. There's no growth because there's no micro injuries in your body because you're all adapted. Get it? So what does it do? Well, it'll grab the glycogen and pump more glycogen in there because that's what testosterone does because it thinks it's taking you through a famine. When you're starving, your hormones go up really high to preserve you. So you injecting it artificially, it thinks you're starving, but you're eating. You're starving, but you're eating. And then guess what? It's loading in there, the energy source, thinking it's dragging you, it's carrying you through a famine.
training is so important, but then you show a video of a guy that's not training based on what you're saying, but he has amazing results, then doesn't that say you don't need to train based on science?
Let's say the guy he trains and he has amazing results, but he eats a bunch of fucking glycogen, a bunch of fucking starch, and he loads this fucking glycogen in the muscle. He ate more starch than you did, and it loaded up. He got results, but they're fake results. So he got more fake results than you. Is that it? But you're trying to get real results. Let's say he gets more fake results, and you're trying to move for real results. You're trying to get micro-injured and damaged and trying to regrow myofibrillar growth. Get it? You're actually really going through all the motions. Like, I mean, the hard work, the pain, the suffering, the eating, and everything. Meanwhile, he's just fucking going home, piling down fucking donuts and shit all day, chocolate milk, and fucking garbage and everything, and then he comes back, look what I got to show. But then later it all goes away because he can't maintain it, whatever. It's, you know, goes away, comes out, whatever the fuck, shrinks down. The strength is bullshit because it's based on some phony strength, practice strength. But meanwhile, you're a beast now, get it? You actually went through all the steps and the motions to build something real. So who's more fake, who's more real? Who would you want to be? Who would you want to be? The guy that faked it really quick, or the guy that actually put in the work and actually created something real that will last?
I mean, you're arguing against yourself.
And least form functional, apparently, and all this stuff. You're pointing all this out in the video, basically just debunking your own style.
And I mean, he is exaggerating a little bit.
That is true. I will agree with the geezer. The geezer's right there.
And I do believe Jeff gave him a B rating on form. Jeff was being excessively nice in his rating system for Sam Sulek. I do believe that's because Sam is so popular. Imagine if Jeff had given him a D. I give him a fail on training because his form is not as ideal as it should be. He's ego lifting in the gym. If Jeff had...
I've never seen Sam Sulek ego lift. He usually lifts to the maximum that the steroids he's taking allow him to lift.
Shit on him throughout the video, people would have clapped back. Oh, you're Jeff Nippard. What do you know?
Think about it. Why would your body, if you start starving, why would your body increase the hormones? Well, number one, the hormones are going to definitely make you a lot stronger when they're sky high. Your HGH goes up in testosterone, and you're going to have more strength in your body, right? What is that going to enable you to do at the time? If you have more hormones in your body, you're going to have a better feeling. Now it's recycling proteins and energy inside the muscles and the fibers and everything else, right? So it's recycling it because it's preserving you. It's trying to keep you alive because it thinks that we're going through a famine and we need to preserve ourselves. We need to stay alive. So now that the hormones are even higher, that's going to shoot your strength up. Your force production is going to go up. Your artificial strength is going to go up. Artificial strength is going to go up and is going to go allow you to hunt and get an animal and eat it so you won't starve, and then it'll go back to normal. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. You are not hunting in the gym, so why do you keep lifting a heavy weight to increase testosterone? It's like, I gotta lift a heavy weight to increase testosterone. For what purpose exactly? Why are you lifting this testosterone? Oh, so you can grab more of the glycogen in the muscles and create more phony muscles and a force. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Create more force production, get better at lifting a heavy weight. What is this?
Like Sam Sulek. And so remember, when people really like someone, it's very hard to be 100% honest.
Nobody that I know wants to lift a heavy weight. When they have an advertising in a newspaper that says light duty lifting and heavy duty lifting, but the pay is the same, $10 an hour, everybody's going to take light duty. Nobody wants to lift a heavy fucking weight. Only crazy people want to lift a heavy weight. I don't lift no heavy weights, bro. Get it? Now, maybe for fun, recreational purposes, you're lifting something in the gym, you're doing something specific. I can understand that. Some people do that for sure. For recreational, fun purposes, whatever, because they're bored. I don't know, but I just don't see that. I don't see that anywhere. I don't know.
Coach Greg, I'm 100% honest. Tell you exactly what I think. When I critique Sam Sulek, I don't hold back. You've heard me criticize the chocolate milk, the junk food, the cereal, the bulking, the cutting, all of it, and you don't like it at all. I don't want anyone to watch this video and think that you can eat anything remotely close to this and actually be healthy. And I hear all the negative comments. Coach Greg living rent-free in Sam's head, all of it. And I own up to it. I don't care. But what I do is I'm honest and I tell you what I think. I don't believe that Jeff Nippard would dare to be hypercritical of Sam Sulek. Here comes Jeff is natural though comments. Well,
Oh my God, Jeff is not natural, man.
Isn't that valid? If one guy we know is natural, that being Jeff Nippard, and the other we assume is
bullshit. Jeff Nippard is not natural. He took steroids, bro. He's competing in fucking bodybuilding, a bunch of stuff. He's an influencer. He took steroids. He still takes them.
is not natural, that being Sam Sulek, is it fair to compare an enhanced athlete versus one who's natural and say, well, look at
He's not natural, man. He takes drugs. There's a video of him. He ordered them. He took them, okay?
their training, it's so much better because they have a better physique? I don't think so. Remember, I'm unbiased here. I'm not the biggest fan of Jeff, but I will defend him when I need to, and I will be critical of him when I think he did something wrong. This is unnecessary. Like comparing...
Jeff has an amazing physique, man. He's so sexy, so good. He's so strong, yes. Sam Sulek is so strong. They all look amazing, yes. Whatever.
apples and oranges, you know Jeff is natural. They wouldn't compete on the same...
Oh, yeah, sure, he's natural. He's the only one that's competed in fucking fake bodybuilding. Jeff Nippard, who faked it to try to beat a bunch of naturals, he took steroids and everything. There's a video of it. But no, according to this asshole, this Nick CM guy, another brainwashed loser, oh, he's natural. Oh, my Jeff Nippard. He's natural. He's as natural as Sam Sulek, dude. Give me a break.
Stage. There you have it. Dissing Jeff Nippard when you know he comes to the same gym is the most alpha shit ever. Well,
Give me a fucking break. He's the most fucking, whatever. He's not alpha, man. Give me a fucking break.
most alpha shit would be saying Jeff Nippard in the video. Notice he didn't mention his name. Why is that? Everyone knows who he's talking about, and so he doesn't have the balls to say Jeff Nippard. I certainly hope if Mike Van Wyck makes a video about Coach Greg saying, I disagree with something he says, Coach Greg says this, or Greg Doucette said that. Not, oh, there's this guy, he sounds like the parrot from Aladdin, and he's a 5'6" man, and he said this and said that. That's what people do. They don't dare say the person's name. If you have beef with someone, at least call them out. Speak their name. Say my name. I like Sam because he unites us all under a single message. Who cares? Just try and get big.
I'll say your name, Greg. Greg Doucette is full of shit, man. Anybody watching this? His minions, this is directed towards his fucking lifting slaves that he's recruited you as a lifting slave. You two are nuts as he is.
Now, as much as I like that statement, that symbol, who cares, just get bigger, I do hope that people realize...
Yeah, who cares? Just get bigger. I don't care, right? Who cares? Let's just get bigger. Let's just load tons and let's drink gallons and gallons of milk and try to load milk in there. But it's not the milk that's loading inside the sarcoplasm. It's the, what do you call it? It's the cholesterol, the sugar. There's a report, I have it in my community section. I talked about it. Cholesterol, man. I think it was over, what was it, soya and milk? It was the cholesterol that loaded more in there. Even though it's less on the GI list, the cholesterol loaded in the muscles, yeah. That's why people, they drink gallons and gallons of milk, but they don't realize that milk has cholesterol, a type of sugar. And so it's the sugar that's loading in there, making you bigger. Yeah, remember, for every gram of glycogen, 3 grams of water drawn between skin and muscle into the muscle, creating these phony sarcoplasmic muscles.
You should do this in a natural environment. If you're a teenager, 19, 20, 21 years of age, I certainly hope you don't think it means to get bigger at all costs, meaning use performance-enhancing drugs. I certainly hope that Sam Sulek does not want younger fans to copy him. I do not think he believes that teenagers should use performance-enhancing drugs. And although his main message is to get big, I certainly hope he does not mean to get big at all costs. Funny because Sam has mentioned that he followed Nippard stuff when he was starting out. That is the irony of this, is that I literally remember Sam saying he did in fact watch Jeff Nippard's videos when he started out his training. And so Sam perhaps did in fact learn from Jeff Nippard. You know, that small, short guy with no physique to speak of that we're hearing in this video. Certainly think that Sam had respect for Jeff Nippard. Even though he didn't have a freakishly roided out physique with more muscle than last time, he still had respect for his information.
If you're a woman who owns a business, then
It's Jeff Nippard, isn't it? Well, don't we have a rocket scientist who's figured this one out? Like you and your content, but this is off base. Jeff's not on PEDs makes a huge difference. Also, genetic factors at play.
Jeff is on PEDs. It says Jeff not on PEDs. Do you have any proof he's not on PEDs? I got proof in his video he's on PEDs. He says it. Jeff Nippard. Should I go look for it right now? I don't know, man. Gotta look online for it. I don't remember where it was. I don't know if it was this one. He admits to taking steroids, or was it this one? I don't remember now. Well, that's Greg Doucette. Oh, here it is. It's this one right here.
Story to this.
So here it is. Here's Jeff Nippard. My unfiltered opinion on steroids and why I almost took them. He didn't almost take them. He took them.
Just on a whim decided that yes, I would do it. As it turns out, it never got delivered to me, or they never came in or
What a
to
liar.
me, and I was
gonna cheat.
this and that, and I forget exactly what it was, but I think in doing my first bodybuilding competition, this is something I actually haven't shared on the channel before, but
Look how he's smirking and laughing, yeah.
I had essentially made the decision to use anabolic substances at around 4 weeks out. My mentor.
See, there you go. He admitted he was going to take steroids 4 weeks out before his competition. He wanted to beat natural people. He wanted to cheat, and he did. He cheated. He took steroids. So there you go. So what are you talking about? He's natural, you motherfuckers. All you fucking fans out there, fanny boys of fucking Jeff Nippard that were just talking now on this fucking Greg Doucette's fucking channel. All of you are fucking whacked in the head, dude. All of you are fucking whacked, man. I don't know where that video went now. Where the fuck did that video go? I was just watching fucking... Where's, There it is. You stupid fanboys, fucking... All these fanboys of his. Fucking bullshit.
Genetic factors at play. Just because someone is smaller doesn't disqualify what they have to say. Obviously, Jeff
Lie. He's admitted he took steroids. Fuck you, man.
may go a bit too heavy-handed with the science shit, but science is our best.
What science? You're using the wrong science. He never talks about the real science. Guys, you know my channel. It's always eccentric stuff, okay? It pops up. There's millions of stuff on eccentric exercises. That's the real science, okay? And muscle damage and DOMs and all that. That's the real science. The science that he brings out is the stupid fake science, the sarcoplasmic fake fucking hypertrophy science. Get it? Oh, how much are they getting here? How much are they getting there? Oh, they got this muscle and that. They never tell you how much muscle they got. Did you see their appearances? Do they look big? Did it protrude through their skin? Did it pop out? Did they look bigger? Did it get bigger? Did they measure? Did they do anything? No, they just said, well, they gained some muscle. How much muscle did they gain? Could you see it? Could you see it? Listen to me. What if I gain 2-3 pounds of muscle? Could you see it? I have legs, arms, and everything. It goes all, this 3 pounds goes all over my body. Can you literally visually see it? Especially at a body fat. Let's say I was a body fat 15%. Can you see it? Could you see it? No, you can't see shit. That's why people lean down. They try to get down to 9%, 8%, 7% body fat or whatever, 6%. So you can actually see something of it because none of you are building any muscle. It's all bullshit.
Bet at the end of the day. The person you are talking about is a fucking tool. I mean, do we really need to go that hard on him? People are tagging Jeff Nippard, wondering, is he going to react to this? Of course he's not going to react. Unsub, don't click the bell button. You won't get notified of all those videos. And so if you want to subscribe to Coach Greg, please click the subscribe button. That way you get notified. The videos will show up in your algorithm. You'll be able to watch more of my videos. And of course, that's what we all want. Now,
oh, no, we don't want any more of that.
And if you are trying to stay natural like Jeff Nippard, but perhaps to get past...
Yes, if you're trying to stay natural like Jeff Nippard taking steroids like he admitted there in the video, then what?
Plateau or sticking point of which Jeff has been at for 10 years, you can, of course, consider taking Turk Builder or...
What plateau or sticking point? He plateaued. He's off the steroids, get it? Or maybe he's still on it, or he's taking a bit of it, or he's taking something else, or who the hell knows what he's fucking doing. He's fake. I know. He needs Turkesterone and Ecti Builder. Is that it? I thought Ecti Builder is... Isn't Turkesterone Ecti Builder? I thought that was the same shit. Whatever. What is this stuff, man? Greg will sell you on anything fake.
Or Ecti Builder. I know Jeff doesn't believe in it, but if he did use it, he'd be astonished. He would...
How can an Ecti Builder build a muscle if there's no damage? If there's nothing damaged there to build, how can it build it? Out of what? Thin air? What the fuck is this guy fucking promoting here? What exactly is he talking about, Greg? What are you talking about, you idiot?
Be amazed. He'd have to withdraw everything he said about me and my son.
Oh, I know. It's going to help you absorb more glycogen in the muscle. You're going to build them in the gym, lifting. The lift will build the muscle called sarcoplasmic muscle. Ah, I get it. Okay, fake muscles, artificial muscle growth.
And
yes.
He just wouldn't be able to live with that. Imagine Jeff Nippard having to make a video saying...
Look at all this shit. Look at this maniac. Turk builder, my ass.
I was wrong about Coach Greg. He couldn't do it. And so Jeff Nippard will absolutely not dare try Turk Builder, because if he did and he discovered just how good it really is, imagine how hurt he would be to have to make that video and say, I was wrong, I tried Turk Builder and it's amazing. Jeff will absolutely...
They're all amazing. They all put water in your muscle. That's the idea. That's the point of them, to put water in the muscle. If there isn't anything damaged there because you're adapted and you're not building any more muscle because repeated bout effect phenomena, good luck with that, dude.
Never ever try Turk Builder, but what about you?
And if you think you can build muscle without food, then good luck there too, dude.
I've posted several videos talking about the research in depth, explaining just how good it is in the real world. If you're interested, please go watch those videos. Head over to my website, code Greg, 15% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Make a comment right now. Bell button it, subscribe, watch one of those two.
Yes, watch one of these 2 bullshit videos, man. It'll make you crazier than the last time. It'll turn you into a gym slave, like the rest of the minions that he's imprisoned already, that he's enslaved. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel, helps with the algorithm. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, man. Jeff Nippard is definitely faker too than the last time, and so is Greg. They're all on steroids.